Hello, Burn the Skies tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Apocalypse with me, BlueAnkylo. So I have rearranged a few things in between episodes, nothing extremely exciting, but I've moved three different groups of bikes, cars, and interceptors. So this building has two laser bikes, two missile bikes, and one of my missile cars. This building has the same, except the other two of each, two missiles, two lasers, a missile car, and this building has two missile bikes, two laser bikes, and instead of a car, because I only have the two, this one gets the interceptor. So that's how I split it up. Each of them are by the blue thingamajigger dimension gate thing, so that's sensible, I figure. Try to keep the aliens out of the city, or at least get them shot down as quickly as possible before they infiltrate buildings. In between episodes, I did, I think, just one quick raid to make a little bit of money, and I got a couple cyclones or whatever. It added up to be reasonably profitable, maybe more than average. I'm not going to really touch that money. I just want to, like, it's ill-gotten gains at this point. I mostly just want that there so that my workshops can work unhindered, and as we get more other income, then I'll feel like spending, I'll buy, like, I want to be able to buy another Valkyrie or Hawk Air Warrior before too long, and there's definitely some more buildings in base 2 that we want to get started, well, before too long. I'm going to want, I need to decide what I want to do with this base for sure, and then, you know, we'll start building stuff there. Anyway, for now, let's, oh, one last thing, just because I did do the, couple missions. I managed to get some of our new recruits up to squatty. Not that it should have changed their stats significantly, but, you know, we're killing some cultists. It's pretty easy to get a couple kills spread out, and we got a couple minor promotions. Oh, one thing I did want to mention is I've sort of come across, well, I've sort of designed what I'm considering my good early game template. I've reassigned a few weapons, so if you have a different weapon than you used to, don't fuss too much, hopefully. I've changed the new minimum for autocannons to about 40 to 45, and if you've got less than 40 or 45, you're probably back to the machine gun, which will help you increase your accuracy so you can get a autocannon later. It's mostly just the original candidates that had 30 and got the autocannon because that was good at the time, have now got the machine guns, and the people who start with machine gun but already got a lot of growth, they can go back to, they can switch to the autocannon. I've also sort of set the template up so autocannons also get a stun grapple. This is because the autocannon isn't explicitly short range, so they've got a short range weapon, but the machine guns do not, because the machine gun works best at point blank anyway, so if you're close enough for a stun grapple, the machine gun already will work just fine. Whereas these guys maybe want to run up close and stun stuff. Also, it gives me a nice easy way of identifying who has a stun grapple. If you've got an autocannon, you also have a stun grapple. If you've got a machine gun, you've got a med kit. The reason I just didn't give everyone both is, one, I didn't have enough, and two, it would weigh people down. So we split up the weight distribution so that one main weapon type has one accessory and the other has the other. The robots will tend to have both because their strength is kind of crazy, so this is also where I've thrown the proximity mines, so I can try these out if I remember. And again, I keep forgetting these scanners, but I'll try them out, you know, one day. I'll try to remember. And that's basically all we've done. One of each grenade, couple machine gun ammos. It's becoming a sort of baseline template. There's room for variation, especially with weaker soldiers, or, you know, as they develop, if it turns out that one's really fast or really strong or really accurate, we can change their layout later. But for now, I feel like this is a nice sort of easy way to keep track. Because we've got a lot of different agents, it'll help me sort out who's got what weapon, so I'm less confused in the field. Anyway, I think we're ready to pass some time and maybe find some UFOs. It's been a couple days. I had a feeling. All right, what do we get today? Ah, a different type of UFO. So this little purple guy is definitely bigger and more dangerous than what we've seen before. So let's get those interceptors out there. So this is, I just want to make sure I got the right ones. I wish you could control group your vehicles. That'd be so nice. So these 4 new bikes plus the interceptor. This is my north defense base. They're gonna go head that way to start. Another UFO. This one in the bottom right. This one, another one of these strange purpley looking UFOs. More like a flying saucer this time. And at this base, gonna be the first two. Okay, so this one, and then this one, and this one. I've tried to organize them so that I can remember. If you haven't figured out my sorting pattern, then, well, it's because it's crazy. I don't blame you. Another UFO. Alright, this is another new type, actually. So we've got purple saucers, and this looks like a piece of clay that's been, or a pizza dough. Yeah, it's like you're throwing a piece of pizza dough up in the air. So this can be the pizza dough UFO. It even rhymes. I mean, that's pretty awesome, right? Another purple one, or another pizza dough to go with the purple. All right, and that might be everything. So, purple saucer and pizza dough. We've got a good group going at them. Now, I think if I remember correctly, these are the ones that drop infiltration units off. I think, and these are the ones that just try to defend them. The UFOs get different sort of roles as we get further along. So I think that's what that is. Now, my group in the middle. Oh, the Dimension Gate sort of teleported away from them anyway. But they didn't get any specific UFOs for them, so I'm just gonna split them up in half. So one. It's the ones that don't have plus signs as well, kind of can help. One group plus a car can head this way to help. And then the other two, hopefully the right ones, can head down here to help. And that should be all my vehicles at least out doing something. Alright, so let's try to keep an eye on stuff. I know it's difficult, it gets really hectic. But this guy is the closest to the buildings right now. And this guy we'll keep an eye on in a minute. Alright, shoot these things down. Now, I'm not sure which one I should focus on. Also, I just noticed this. The blue bar means the enemy UFOs have shields. It's pretty crazy that in the second week they'd have shields on their entry-level ships, but such is life in Superhuman. This is their health bar, their whole strength, and the shield strength comes first, so you know how it is. Maybe I got them backwards. Maybe the purple ones are the ones that drop. Anyway, these two have not gotten over the city yet, so hopefully my my interceptors can handle them. We'll keep an eye on these guys down here. We've almost got this first purple saucer. I don't think these two have had a chance to drop anything. And these guys are just getting to the city edge now. Now, it looks like this guy... Okay, we shot that one down, too. I gotta reset something. It looks like this guy might have been over top of them. It's possible, but he sure wouldn't have had long to drop stuff if that's what happened. Let's take this group and reassign them to, not the purple saucer. That one's blown up, so we gotta reassign them to this one. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, well, you can click on them, so this... I'm not sure if this is... This is maybe faster? I don't know. That include this guy? Yeah, we got that guy. I feel like I may have missed one of my bikes. Oh, did I get one shot down? I didn't even notice. Oh, one of my laser bikes got blown up. Well, that's why we have so many of them, because you can lose one and it's not too bad. So we did have our first sort of casualty. All right, okay. So hopefully these guys can shoot the pizza dough UFO down quickly. This one's got to be almost there. I lost another bike. Oh dear. Wow. Hover bikes. Maybe I was thinking I was overdoing it with buying all these vessels. Maybe I should be more careful. All right. So we got 2 shot down. That's great. Like, that's some good missions for us to do. Now, these need to be reassigned. Oh yeah, we're definitely losing some jets here. No doubt about it. This guy's sort of off on his own. I haven't been watching him too closely. His shields are almost down, so shouldn't be too much more. Alright, so down here, can we, like, control... Oh, here we go. So this might be the quickest way to select your interceptors. Just control click on the map mode, and I think that might be the best way to deal with it. Oh, I don't really want that. Alright, keep shooting. UFO crash landed. We got... Oh no, that was the purple one. We already shot him down. Yeah. It just took a while for the message to come in. Alright, we're doing some damage to the city. My cars are running out of ammunition. That is unfortunate. Oh, just one of his 2 missile launchers ran out of ammo. That's... Just don't go back to base yet, is all. Alright, you're not down yet. This guy's pretty fast, too, actually. You know what? Just keep going. It's fine. Vehicle moderately damaged. The hover car. How's it looking? Should I, like... This guy's got lots of ammo left, but... I'm going to try to return them to base, because the hover cars are more expensive than the bikes to replace. And I'd prefer not to lose them. Yeah, these guys are putting up a much better fight than the purple ones. I think they're faster is the trouble here. Alright, that guy ran away. That one's out. So everybody on this base, this side, just go home. Wow. Okay, this is going to be... Oh, yeah. Alright, we can select both like that. Good, good. I wasn't sure if that would work. Okay, everybody here go home. Oh, I know what happened there. Okay. It's like... If you click on a square that has multiples, I think it unselects... Even if you hold control, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that's... One down, one ran away. I hope we could shoot this guy down, but I think he might be out his way out. Alright, we're gonna need better weapons, maybe, to take those guys out. Whew. Well, that was a bit more hectic there. We can also just select everything here now. Wow, I only have 1 page of ships. Yeah, we definitely took some losses. No doubt about it. But we've got 2 purple new UFOs. One of the important long-term strategies is to shoot down every type of UFO, because that's how you unlock all of your own buildable craft and weapons and stuff. Not only do you want to shoot down lots like this so you can recover technology and weapons and shields and stuff, we also need to get every type of them if possible. So that one that the 2 that flew away, we definitely want to get to, you know, before too much time passes. You also find the early ones stop showing up later games. So if you don't get them shot down in a mission in the first, I don't know, month or 2 maybe, you might not ever see them again. So, I mean, there's not only so much you can do, but basically what I mean is next time they attack, I might try to focus the pizza dough guys first before the purple ones. And I forget the exact one. There's one that's called, it's the UFO Type 3, I think. And it unlocks a lot of important stuff. So hopefully that's the purple guy, but I really don't know. I'm not that experienced. Someone's probably yelling, Blue, you should have focused this one or that one or whatever. Ah, well, we did pretty well. We did lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we lost 2 of our hover bikes. So that means we're out, what are they, 5,000 each? So that's 10,000 plus weapons. We're probably out like 15,000 credits just for those. But, you know, we stopped another attack. We didn't shoot everything down, unfortunately. And I actually don't know if they dropped anything off. I don't think they did, but it's really hard to tell. Alright, so we want to go on a mission here. And I gotta make sure I've got the right modules equipped. Oops. Equip. Yeah, we don't want double passengers. We want to make sure we can bring home the alien goodies. Alright, and put the soldiers on the ship. I'm not going to be worrying about like who I'm taking really. It's just if you're at the top, you get to go basically. 12 people from the top down. That's kind of as good as it gets. The rest of the people will have their turn later. I kind of want to bring the more experienced soldiers anyway, because this is our first UFO attack. So people that have had a couple level ups will, and have been around since the beginning, it'll help a little bit. Alright, let's do this thing. Took us about 15 minutes to deal with those UFOs. That's okay. Let's go bring them home. Give our scientists something to do. Alright, you must attempt to capture the crashed UFO by eliminating the defending alien forces. There's only one chance to succeed, because if you fail, they destroy their craft. They really don't want us to steal their advanced technology. Maximum force. Alright, well, 12 units is as good as we can do this early on in the game. You can't send, even if we had 2 interceptors with crew on it, on a building you can dock, multiple ships and fill out this thing with like 3 different interceptors worth of soldiers and have 36 on a building mission. But on UFOs you can only send 1, and so as many as you can fit into 1 transport is as much as you can send to the UFO. So 12 is as good as we can do, as long as we want to, like, bring home the equipment and stuff. All right, let's just put a save in here. A backup slot. So what have we got? We are bottom part of the map. This is still going to be a pretty small UFO from... Okay, and there's the door to it right away. So we're going to move up towards the door. We're right in front of it anyway, so that's convenient. I'm going to kind of move up. We're going to be a little bit careful here because... Honestly, it might even be best to not really move very far forward on turn 1. These guys are all in respectably good spots. We can just have them all kneel. Anything that comes out of that door, we're ready to shoot. And I might just do the same thing with the other squad, except because they're kind of low, the terrain here, they're in a bit of a, what if you want to call it, they're lower than the surrounding areas. They might not have very good shots, so... it's fine. I'm just going to move them... Not where I thought you were going to go. Weird. Sometimes movement on slopes is a little bit strange. Anyway, I'm just going to put them... Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of time units here just trying to get them in the right spot. I just want everyone close together with lots of reaction shots. And if something does come out of that door, we're basically ready. And we got lots of shots ready. I'll even go to aimed so that... Well, you haven't seen it yet, but if you leave a bunch of people with machine guns on auto shot with a lot of time units, that's like, even right now, that would be 1 time unit per shot. So that'd be like, over 100 shots, like probably pushing 200 auto shots. So you can just get stuck in this nearly infinite loop of a long range enemy and just 1 shot, miss. 1 shot, miss. And that just goes on for like 5 minutes. If it's too far away on auto shot, the machine guns just waste your time. Anyway, let's see what happens. Probably nothing will come out anyway, but... I figured for turn 1, because they put us in such a close-up spot, makes sense. Alright, now we're going to start approaching this UFO. I'm still going to try to do this all smartly and carefully. I'm going to reserve quite a few time units. Try to do some kneeling. We'll make a bit of a line. If they've sent us a certain new enemy, this could go really badly. I don't recognize sounds, so it's possible that was the sound right there to worry about. We'll switch to snapshot because we're close enough. Honestly, even the auto fire is probably safe here because we're so close. Put the whole force all in a line right in front of a door. Now, they shouldn't have grenades or anything just yet, probably. But they might have something similar that's not a grenade. Make sure everyone's facing the right direction. Alright, they're playing scared, whatever they're doing. Now, technically, you could line up right in front of the door, but I find that that tends to not be the safest way to play. Alright, we got ourselves the interior. So we got a elevator. There's, I think, 1 little floor below us and probably a little floor above us. This type of UFO isn't, well, it's actually not as small. Okay. it'll have a small floor below us and a relatively large floor up here. So that's kind of the way to go. All I'm going to really explore with... Who's our bravest soldier here? Leroy Jenkins is the first one into the UFO. Lucky him. I'm just going to send him to the... I think it's probably the engine room. And I'm actually just going to leave him down here for the moment. We'll have other people covering him if aliens go up and down the elevator. But I also want to check behind these corners here just in case. And we're probably not going to be going up this elevator on this turn. Alright, I'm pretty sure this floor is clear. But I'll send one more person around there. Sometimes line of sight makes really weird situations where you can't see... Well, you can't see your enemies. Okay, so we're going to keep a couple squares back. But we're going to set up another sort of defensive line here. Close enough so that if an enemy comes down the elevator, we're ready to shoot them with auto fire, but far enough way back that they can't just get a free shot on us from up high really easily, essentially. Also, when I'm doing stuff like this, well, I'm not sure if I should have explosive ammo or not for this kind of stuff is what I'm thinking. What are you guys doing? Stop that. Stop being dumb, no! Stop, no! Stop it! We just wasted these two's complete turn because they got an infinite loop trying to get out of the way so that they could let the other person in, and it just... Who is that? That's Apollo Turtle and Mr. C. You guys need to just relax, like, seriously. Not that this matters, but I'm going to leave, for the moment, Sound Reaver. Is it Sound Reaver? Soul Reaver. Not quite the same as Sound. He's going to guard the entrance from this side. Those two are keeping an eye on that door. You know how it is. Alright, let's do this. There's some noises. Alright, well this has been a very quiet UFO mission so far. So next brave person is Pixel. In you go. And up you go. Have fun! Alright, action music. We can see an anthropod. We've already caught one, so that doesn't matter too much. We'll look behind you. This, I believe, is the bridge. And they can shoot. They might have brain suckers as well. I'm going to send Pixel this way. I want to see how many time units he's got. Okay, my plan will be to leave, like, a couple people guarding that entrance just in case, although I would suspect it's less likely to find enemies on this side. But, you know, it's certainly possible. And maybe snapshot rather than auto fire, because it's a bit of distance here. Now we're going to try to deal with that anthropod. So I guess, yeah, go ahead. Get up there and deal with that anthropod. Alright, there's two of them. So my logic here is telling me the safest way, because they do have, like, sort of some cover here, is to just throw a stun grenade over that cover and then turn around. Pretty good grenade. That's pretty much what I would want. And then just hide back here far enough that they're not even in vision. There'd be a little red dot there if you could actually see them from that square. And maybe what we'll just do is come up here and make a bit of a firing line right here. So if something else comes around the corner, well, we can still see them. I think this will work, though. Well, we could throw another stun grenade on the other side of the entrance as well. I find stun grenades make really good, like, defensive gases. The enemy doesn't like to walk through it, which is sensible. And you can use it to kind of block open a... Like, anything that comes through here is likely to get stunned. And this gives us a couple turns to set up, basically. They'll probably fall unconscious anyway. Maybe. We'll see if this is a genius plan or not. But I am a pretty big fan of the stun gas. I find it's pretty reliable. Alright, we got lots of people up here. If we can survive the next turn, we've got a lot of actions to shoot anything that's, you know, coming around the corners, sneaking around. Just leave it like that. Alright, they wander around, pass out. That's what I was hoping. That's not good. Looks like that was a disruptor ray. We haven't actually seen them fire one until just there. Who got hit? Well, whoever it was didn't take significant damage. We might be able to see in the log. Soteraz took a blast, so... Which one, Soteraz? It's always hard to figure out who's who. If I could recognize faces. Alright, so Soteraz over here... Oh man, you didn't take like any... You took literally no damage at all. Well, it says Soteraz was under fire. It may have meant they were aiming at him, but they may have hit someone else. This is probably the one. Zach. Just for interest's sake. Honestly, 3 damage from a disruptor ray? That's nothing. That's quite good. Alright, let's send someone out to go have a look. Somebody is awakened. Oh, that's an acid. That's just a spitter. That's not what shot us. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that. That's a new enemy. Alright, that's probably the guy that shot us. These things are the eggs. They can shoot at you, but otherwise they're mostly harmless. They can't move. And these are chrysalises, or chrysalis. 1 chrysalis, 2 chrysali, maybe? Anyway, they don't do anything, so you can ignore them if you want. I want to take a peek around this corner before I commit. Alright, nothing close. So we actually managed to knock out 3 anthropods, or not anthropods. Yeah, anthropods. I always mix them up with sectopods. Don't worry about those guys. Yeah, that's definitely a disruptor ray he's got. Although, to be honest, the disruptor ray... I think he actually went unconscious. We actually managed to throw the gas grenade so well that 4 of them got stun gassed, even if only 3 fell unconscious that turn. That's really good. Alright, you just back up a bit. Okay, so mostly you can ignore them. They can't move. They might be able to shoot that far, but I'm not super worried about it. This is the real threat, and this guy's a bit of a pain. The acid spitters are usually not too bad. So, I'm thinking more stun gas. Although, against this thing, it probably won't work. And even if it does, honestly, we just need to kill it. This would be a great time to stop missing. That was 1 hit. The good news, Mr. Fox, is that these things don't take too many hits to die. The bad news is you hit it once out of all your ammo, or out of all your time units. Alright, let's go for the kneeling shooting this time. Oh, come on. Well, there is always another way. Who needs corpses? So if you paid close attention there, you might have noticed that there was a double explosion. Suspicious! That was good. As long as you can kill them before they surprise you, you're probably okay. You know what? I don't really care about spitters very much. And I don't care about this. I don't care about this UFO very much either. I don't really want to walk through this cloud too much more. I don't want my own soldiers to start getting knocked unconscious, so... Got him. Okay, that did not work. We're not having a great time getting a shot on this guy. Sometimes, just shooting over these little barriers can be really harder than you'd like. Okay, let's take a break from up there. Let's go have a look down this side. This is, Rodica having a look. Looks safe. I have had situations where you'd walk in the room, look both ways, and then find someone hiding in, like, that square. And you couldn't see them from the entrance, which is, well, suspicious. Anyway, it looks like this area is clean, so we got nothing to worry about behind us. In case you're wondering, there is a little bit of space above us, although the elevator doesn't connect up there, I don't believe. If we brought flying suits, we could just fly right up into these areas, but not so much. Alright, so this... Let's see if I can kill this spitter. I've got a plan for the multi-worms, though. Don't worry about that. Alright, this is probably a better angle. I think when you're adjacent to a barrier, you just the game just allows you to shoot over it like it's not there. Although, honestly, our accuracy there was kind of pathetic. Running out of places to stand here. Getting a bit close to those eggs over there. Alright, come on. Someone's got to kill this thing. There we go. Good job, Mr. C. That's what I wanted to see. Now, I probably blocked everyone in here, which is... I don't think you can... No, you can't diagonally squeeze through. Oh, hold it, stop. Yeah. That was very brave of you. Yeah, go ahead, but don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so... I was hoping to throw a stun grenade on the two multi-worms. It's not going to happen. But what we can do instead is just gas grenade ourselves. Or not gas, smoke grenade. And then they won't be able to see us. And if they walk all the way over here, they'll have wasted all of their time units. Also, I lied. I do have someone with enough time units to throw a grenade. That's a pretty good throw. Perfect, actually. Alright. The only thing that might happen is these guys might shoot or these guys might wake up. But otherwise, it's been a pretty good turn. Let's bring our brave soldier up. And let's not leave people out the front door, honestly, because I'd rather have more firepower in here if we need it. Although, if it turns out there's another popper, like right here, and he just goes, boom, bad things will happen. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Okay, the eggs didn't seem to do anything. Honestly, 9 times out of 10, you can just ignore them. Alright, we're good. Nothing bad happened. That sectopod, or anthropod, did wake up. So let's send Mr. C, because he's closest, to go finish him off. Also, because we were in the smoke, maybe even though he woke up, he couldn't find us. He fell asleep again. That's great. Now, one thing I haven't been doing, which is actually really poor form, is whenever you shoot one of these guys, anthropods, you should actually check their inventory by their corpse. If it's just these are disruptors, I believe, nothing to worry about. But if you find one of those brain sucker pods, you actually should pick up the brain sucker pod. Otherwise, it'll just hatch and brain suckers will come and kill you. And to be honest, I've been kind of lucky that that has not happened yet. Alright, let's go look. We got one multi-worm, we got 2 multi-worms. I know we've already captured one, but I swear stunning them to sleep is easier than any other way of dealing with them. Although this guy, right. We've actually got that. So let's get a little bit closer. Let's test out our Megapole stun grapple. So it's going to use 6 time units per shot. From point blank, it's really hard to miss. He got a counter shot in there. So did that guy. It's fine. You're alright. You're alright. Oh, it's out of charge. I see what's happened. So it's used all of its... I haven't really pointed that out. There's a tiny little bar beside your weapon that is ammo. These things have... I think they just recharge every turn. They sort of have a limited number of shots per round, I think. Let's find someone else that has one. Yeah, it starts with... Maybe it just starts with 5 charges and that's it, actually. I forget. This is not being incredibly effective. Assumedly, we've shot it a few times, though, so... It should be nearly stunned at this point. I think. Oops. And if you're going to switch back to your cannon, you should probably unequip your free hand. There we go. So that bullet did enough damage that the sleep damage finally put it to sleep. Alright, that's better than dealing with a bunch of multi-worms when they hatch. Just take a shot. Would have done a little bit of damage. Alright, so let's keep moving. I'm just gonna burn another stun grenade here. They're cheap. That'll keep it occupied. And we'll just fill it up with some bullets if we can. I'm not too worried about this at this point. Even if we killed it and it spawned a bunch of multi-worms, we're far enough away that we could probably handle them before they got to us. Oh, that's an explosive, right? You can hold on for a sec. But yeah, keeping your distance is obviously a nice strategy, right? Alright, we put it to sleep. Good. Unless they wake up, which again, there is... Oh, we're done. That wasn't so bad. 220 points? I don't think we captured anything we needed. We'll have to worry about capturing a... Well, as it turns out, the thing that could explode was called a popper. I didn't want to spoil the surprise that they popped. They charge at you kind of like a creeper and explode if you played, you know, Minecraft, that game that no one's ever heard of. They explode bigger than a creeper, though, so they're pretty scary. Now that I've seen one, though, I know that we should be expecting them, so I can change a couple strategies. There's a Cult of Sirius vehicle right beside my base. That was suspicious. I was expecting we were going to get a base defense for that, actually. Okay, so we should also have... They didn't even pop us up, but we should have... Wait, no? Did we not bring any corpses home with us? Surely we didn't explode everything on that mission. Oh, I'm on the wrong base. Duh. Alright. Okay, so we picked up some more stuff, probably. Just, I think it only tells you if the total transport would bring it over 100%. It just throws it in the containment if it can fit, and if it can't, it tells you, hey, who do we burn, who do we save? It's too heavy. But that's fine. We'll worry more about, like, once I start... Well, I shouldn't let it go for too long, but as we get through some of the autopsies and interrogations, if that's what we call them, I'll start paying more attention to what we need to capture. For now, it's not too much of a stress. Alright, so... I don't even know. Did we get any gear or anything out of that? Like, I feel like we should have brought something home. So did we get any, like, of those disruptors? There should have been quite a few, actually. It'll say alien artifact here somewhere, right? Maybe? Maybe... Maybe it doesn't show them while you're researching them or something. Anyway, that one I'm pretty sure is the artifact. Oh, here we go. I just should have looked at this one. Okay, so the good news is, I was saying before, I know we're going to have to end the episode here, but I was saying I was hoping that the purple saucers were Type 3s. They were. So that's good. We've also got the basic propulsion control and energy source to research now. This is why we built 2 quantum physics labs. Suddenly we got lots of stuff to do. I'm not sure if I should do this first or do one of these first. I never, I don't know yet. I'm just going to pick one of these first, and then once the artifact's done, we'll switch that that lab over to type 3. So good, we got 2 quantum physics going, we've got 2 biochem going, and soon enough we'll have stuff to craft. Excellent. Okay, probably should take a break here. It's been a pretty long episode. Nobody got wounded, or else they would have popped off the transport. One thing is just automatic, that if your transport gets back to base and you've got a wound, they get deposited in the med bay, so the number would go down, so you can kind of tell. Alright, well, let's save it here. We've definitely got one more UFO mission to do. We're going to go clear this one as well. I have to keep an eye on alien infiltrations, though, because it's possible one of them drops stuff off. Although, now that I know that these are Type 3s, the purple ones are almost certainly the UFOs that were trying to drop off infiltrators. I might have mixed it up at the beginning of today's episode. These guys are dropping infiltration units off, and I killed them pretty fast. The other ones, the more pizza dough kind of looking things, I'm almost confident that they're the escorts for these guys, and they probably don't drop anything off. They're just tougher, and they shoot your ships down better. So we stop the actual infiltration, and then we let the escorts get away, which is probably pretty common until we get better weapons. So let's leave it at that. That was a good episode, I feel. We took our first UFO down. It wasn't too scary. And we'll see if we can keep that trend up next time for another UFO attack. Maybe I'll rotate a couple soldiers in off camera, so we'll take a different, well, some of these guys that didn't get a chance to go, basically. That's my thinking. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more XCOM Apocalypse.